So this pre-workout I've been having is really working a treat. I mentioned it the other day, it's a concoction of about 5 or 6 grams of beta-alanine, 5 or 6 grams of citrulline malate, and a beet shot, so that's a concentrated beetroot juice, and some Lucozade, and a 200 milligram caffeine tablet. And whoa, honestly, working a treat, not just for the cardio, but for the squats today. My squats felt pretty good. The 170 kilo single felt pretty decent. And I did a set of 5 at 150 after, just left it there because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of bodyweight squats in my conditioning finisher. So I did that small HP, deadlifts and the conditioning finisher. And I'm feeling really good now. This good combination of strength and conditioning is... it's got me feeling good. I think I'm finding a good balance here. It gets me on to... there's a bit massive explosion in popularity of Hyrox recently. It's getting really popular, and I think it's a really good thing, Hyrox, because it's getting people to take a more all-round approach to the training. You know, guys who are into the strength are now focusing on conditioning. People who were mainly conditioning focused are now realising that strength is an advantage and you need it in Hyrox. The only thing I would say about Hyrox is it is more biased towards the conditioning aspect. Say you are an average, say you've got average levels of strength but good running ability, you're going to be miles ahead of someone who has really good levels of strength but not so good running ability. So, I mean, if you can do a 5K in 17 minutes, then, you know, the strength you need to complete the Hyrox isn't amazing. So you're going to have a massive advantage over someone who is, say, got a 3 times bodyweight deadlift but can only do a 23 minute 5K. But it's a brilliant concept, Hyrox. It's just a shame there isn't a different kind of event that is more strength focused. You know, it's a bit more strength biased. I think if you're going to look at an all-round strength and conditioning, you'd have to take into account several things. You'd have to have a test for max strength, relative strength to body weight. So, you know, you could test someone's max strength on the squat, the deadlift, and the press, and then you could test them on the relative strength, mark them for the relative strength to the body weight. And then say take a bodyweight squat, a 1.5 bodyweight deadlift, and a half bodyweight press for reps in a certain time. Then you could have a test on push-ups and pull-ups, you know, bodyweight stuff. Test on core strength, form is carry, grip strength and stuff. And then like a sprint test, a mid-run test, say a 400 to 800 metre run, and then a 5 to 10K. I think all them components come into all-round strength and conditioning: aerobic, anaerobic, grip strength, core strength, and max strength. So that would be good if there was an event like that. But this I'm working on everything myself, strength and conditioning. And today I did a killer conditioning finisher. I've not done this for a long time. I did this first time I did this was about 4 years ago when I was just getting into bodyweight training when the gym shut for COVID, and me and my wife were doing a lot of training on watching videos on YouTube. And I think it was Joe Wicks, to be honest, who did this one. It was like 15. So the concept is 15 burpees, 15 swings, 15 squats, and then 14 of each, 13, all the way down to 1. And the first time I did this, I only had a 16 kilogram kettlebell, and I think it took me 21 minutes something. So today, I've done it since, but I don't think I timed it since, so I did it today. And I used a 24 kilogram kettlebell, and that is a big game changer. Yeah, it's much more difficult. But what I did is I set off a bit slower, didn't hammer it at the start, and I just about finished in under 20 minutes. It was 19 minutes 40 seconds, which I was pretty pleased with. But I was done in at the end. You know, I was led down for a few minutes at the end. But again, I think the pre-workout I had massively helped. I think it massively helped. That the beetroot shots, it definitely give you a massive extra wind. You know what I mean? Massive cardio boost, and the beta-alanine as well, and the citrulline malate. Obviously, I've read a few things about them, and a few people say that they really work for them. The beta-alanine gives you this tingling all over your face. It's like I don't know, I can't describe it. Combined with the caffeine, it's working a treat. I'm not going to have it every day. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to have it mainly before conditioning. I mean, I only had it today because I knew I was doing a conditioning finisher. But like I said, it really improved my squatting today. I just had more fire. You know, I had more oomph in me. I don't know how to describe it. A lot of the time with a squat, it's a mental thing, you know. It's like, do I have to squat? But today, like I said, I felt fired up and it felt good. I'm going to have to be careful though now because don't want to run myself down. I'm really getting hooked on the conditioning again. But I've got to remember that the deadlifts, even a moderate on 180, 160 deadlift's going to take it out of me. So this clip here now is down to the last 5, and the form's sloppy now. You know, my squats are a bit high. The swings are very laboured, as you can see. But, you know, got through it. And that's the key, to just get through it. And when you get down to that last 5, you can see the finish line and you just power through. The worst part of this is when you're on like 11, 10, 12, between 12 and 10. And you know, you're far away from the end, but you're well into it. So, yeah, I'd recommend this to anyone who is looking to spice up their strength training with a bit of cardio, because, you know, you're using all the muscle groups which you would on an SBD and a squat bench dead. You know, burpees working your chest muscles and your tris. The squat, obviously self-explanatory, working the quads, and the kettlebell swing, especially at a decent weight like a 24 kilogram. It's gonna, you know, carry over to the deadlift. I remember doing Dan John's 10,000 kettlebell swing challenge for a month, and that improved my deadlift without deadlifting. So yeah, good session again today.